Hello, everybody, and welcome to the VALOR Pocono Raceway Cup Series season opener at Auto Club Speedway. My name is Joey Stone. Alongside me today is the very talented group of Rusty, Walrus, Rowdy, and Shady Acres guys. Welcome to the booth. It's great to be here for what is bound to be an insane race at the Auto Club Speedway. How are we feeling today?
You know me, Joey. I'm always excited to be here, and League Racing is back. One of my favorite games, one of my favorite tracks, and I'm joining the booth with some of my favorite people out there. So how are we doing, guys?
Doing awesome, man. Doing awesome.
I'm glad to be here.
It is bound to be an incredible show here at Auto Club Speedway. What is bound to be, 100 laps of action, I believe, is how many laps. We know this track is going to bring lots of action. We've seen 3, 4, 5 wide racing here in public lobbies, but this is Pro League talent. Now, for anyone tuning into the first time here, this group of drivers is talented from start to finish. We have Pro League veterans, qualifier veterans here, and guys who just know how to tear it up in leagues. So, thinking about the roster here, Rusty, what are some names that speak out to you when it comes to this series and what we're going to see here at Auto Club?
Well, me and my background is the eNASCAR Heat Pro League and all those special events that we ran. So I'm familiar with the big names, the veterans that were part of that, whether that's Mike Bross, Slade, everybody. But we also have some new upcomers that hopped into some of those special events. So, I mean, I feel like everybody on this list is, I believe we have 20 plus drivers here today. I mean, it's just completely stacked start to finish. But I'm always going to keep an eye on the veterans and how they go up against kind of the new names and faces that our viewers might get to know throughout the season here.
And we're going to see lots of craziness from start to finish. But first and foremost, we got to go to the first track, Auto Club Speedway. Like we mentioned, 5 wide racing. Maybe we'll see that tonight. I don't know if these guys' custom setups may put them near that wall, but we would love to see someone certainly Reddick that wall. Would be really exciting for sure. We're about to get to the track here in just a second and show you guys the starting grid, talk about what we may see, and we have some awesome inside reporters of Shady Acres and Rowdy who will be there watching the race live, reporting to us when manual cautions will happen, and much, much more. We're currently just waiting to get the confirmation to get into the lobby here.
We do have the go. We do have the green.
We do have the green, so we are going to go ahead and join the session now and show you guys what's going to be happening. Starting in row number 1 will be It's Your Bro Chase. Next to him will be Far Forever in the 17. Then moving on to row number 2, you got Flash 9 in the number 5 for Hendrick Motorsports. Alongside him, Slade Gravett in row number 2 for Wood Brothers. Moving on to Rusty for rows 3 and 4.
And row 3, one of my favorites, we got BBS Brennan. We got the Brennanator in the 16. On his outside, we got DK Brown in the 32. In row 4, we have a veteran, series veteran, Mike Bross. And on his outside will be DD DeBest 20. That's a driver I'm looking forward to learn more about this season.
Row 5 is going to have Cybron Bionic 84 in the number 4 for Stuart Haas. Then JCR, Wow, is back in the 95. Row number 6, Kill It Like Jason and JCR Clash in 04.
And row 7 here, we're taking a look. We have Marcus Edub 21 in the 6 for Roush Fenway. On the outside in the 22 car, it's Mo Power Celtics. And then rounding out row 8, we have Aqua Taddy. And Joey, I'm going to let you pronounce the number 18 and the 25 here for me.
In a Town 18 and Koala in row number 9, guys. The racing is about to get started here as we are about to take the green flag at Auto Club Speedway. Green flag is out, and we are underway here at Auto Club.
It's Your Bro Chase got a really good jump and hugged the inside on the apron there to get a nice lead off into turn 1 as he arcs it off in there really, really well here. Lap 1 at Auto Club.
Heading out of turn number 2, It's Your Bro Chase, a veteran, if we may say so, when it comes to racing with these pro guys. He may not have a full-time season in the Pro League, but he surely showed what he could do during the summer showdown that took place a year ago as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Single file, which, Rusty, not too surprised about this early on. We've seen this track before. The draft is very, very important here.
Yeah, coming into today's race, we have the draft setting set to low, so the drivers will still feel a little bit of that effect, but it will not be as strong as the draft effect you typically feel in like a public lobby race if it's set to normal, or if it's set to high if you're like me and you like jacking the thing all the way up. So the guys are going to want to get in single file and kind of work together here early on to just kind of stay within reach of each other. So it's just all about kind of cooperation here early from what I'm seeing.
Running on board with It's Your Bro Chase here in P number 1. He's driving that Brandon Gritton machine in the 14. Two guys that have a history together of working well. Rusty, You and I both know a little bit about Brandon Gritton. He was the Season 1 champ for the Pro League. A little absent here. Maybe I think we kind of want to see him race here sometime. What do you think about that?
Yeah, if we were to ever get a celebrity driver appearance or a one-off start, I would love to see Brandon Gritton return to these kind of big events or league racing here. He's always up front. He's always got speed, and he's always controversial, and that's what I like to see on the racetrack. When they start mixing it up late in the race, he's not shy about, like I said, making contact. But It's Your Bro Chase is another one of those drivers that's not shy about being aggressive.
We're seeing lots of single file right here, and I'm not too surprised about this from racing here in seasons 1 and 2 in the Pro League. This track is very single lane when it comes to custom setups. It all comes down to running a perfect race here. You guys may think this track is very easy to do, but one little bobble on that white line, as you can see right there, there it is, KD35 and number 6 veteran when it comes to the VRL series. He now messes up, and look at the freight train that is going on below him as the number 2, the 1, and the 32 are looking as he's trying to get on the inside, and he barely makes it work.
Yeah, that's always a scary place to be as a driver. You just want to get back in line as fast as you can, but with the draft, they kind of just eat you alive out there, and they don't want to give you an inch. So it's good to see Katie get back in line here in the number 6. And I'm looking up front here. The drivers are still nose to tail, and It's Your Bro Chase for the lead. The 5 car kind of peeked out every once in a while, just showing his nose there. The 17 has just been pushing him really, really hard through the corners. Joey is a driver. If you're running P2 or P3 and you got the speed, is this about the time where you start to feel maybe the changes come forward towards your car, so it starts working better for you, maybe a little bit more turn in the car, and maybe you start thinking about making a pass for the lead here?
Yeah, absolutely. So from what I remember here in the few races I did here at Auto Club in the Pro League is you want to make sure you're maintaining those tires on the right side, especially. Too much turn is going to burn that right rear up. So, of course, loosen on entry, you're burning that right rear. If the car's plowing in the middle, you're going to burn that right front out. These guys right now are taking it easy. The way I always remember it back in the day, kind of like as we're looking here at DB back here in the number 95 machine, the further you are back in the draft, the better opportunity you have to save your tires. And we actually have some action going on up here at the front. Slade Graven on the outside is looking for a spot as he's trying to get to the outside here.
Yeah, they're 2x2 up there in the top 5 here. We did have some contact in the back of the pack, which we saw there with the 48, but it looks like Slade's dropping back. He has a little bit of help from the 32 as we're riding on board right now.
Slade Graven on the outside in turns 3 and 4. He's trying to carry that momentum. He might have a little bit of a run here. As he does, he gets to the right rear quarter panel of that number 17 of Favre. Big run down the front straightaway, but he is in no man's land right now as it's a freight train on the bottom.
He's making it look pretty easy up there in the high side. I know he's probably got the steering wheel to make it look nice and smooth. When you're going through that tri-oval in the pack, it gets a little dicey. You're tiptoeing around. I feel like things can happen pretty quick. So it was really cool to see those drivers kind of give some room. But also, we get a little bit of contact on the exit at 2, just as I say that.
3 wide now. Mike Bross trying to make it interesting as they go into turn number 3. The 32 safely backs out of it. DK Brown. Now, Rusty, that's a name we've heard before. DK Brown, a little history about the 32 machine. DK Brown was actually a Season 1 replacement. He was a late addition in Season 1 as a driver was forced out of the league. He took over the spot and did a great job of filling in. So he's got some background here with some of these guys.
Yeah, anybody that raced in Season 1, I think they share like a collective just appreciation for each other's talent. It's like a brotherhood because you had to grind laps at every single track 24/7. So anybody that was part of that is definitely an elite level driver and a veteran of NASCAR heat. So it's cool to see DK up here running top 5 right now. I gotta say, I'm just loving the 2x2 here for second and third on back. This is what I live for at Auto Club. I think the fans love doing this too. This is what makes the track so special, is you can make 2 lanes work. But as we see a little bit of the nose go off into the grass from It's Your Bro Chase.
Guys, caution is
Caution
out.
is out.
There's an accident back there with the 2 car, and I believe the 3 also spun out.
The 8 car as well, guys. The 8 car went around. Aquatati went around, brought the caution out.
And personally for me, I hate to see this. The number 8 machine with some damage and the number 3 machine. Man, these guys are taking personal jabs at me, it feels like. The number 8 and 3 are involved in the caution. You can see some damage there on the hood for the number 8 Caterpillar machine of Aquatati. He messaged me actually early on today about how excited he was to drive my paint scheme in this league. Of course, that honestly made my day. Obviously, for anyone that does not know, I drove in the Pro League seasons 1 and 2, so that is my paint scheme right there. So yeah, it's okay if I personally like to cheer on that number 8 car a little bit, but tough break for the RCR duo right now.
Yeah, and I want to point out on the broadcast, we do have manual caution, so the drivers are kind of just tightening up the field here. The leaders do come around and race back to the line, but they all tighten back up, coming back down pit road here together.
22 is going to get the lucky dog and get his lap back. Him and the 43 were casualties of the 4 cars lag spike earlier, and because of it being within the first 5 laps, there was not a caution, so both of them lost a couple laps off of that. Expect some drivers to also make some adjustments. I'm hearing from the Ford camp that a majority of the cars are very loose on the track, so maybe look for a potential for them to tighten it up a little bit, because you definitely don't want a free car around here, because if it gets loose, you might lose that rear end and spin out, and that's definitely not what you want.
Let's see what happens.
Looking at the pit road action here, looks like the 32 had a little bit of issue getting onto his pit box, got completely turned around. Looks like he's losing some time here, but actually pulls out right behind the 2, didn't lose too much. Maybe a couple spots on, maybe a little bit more than that. Now that everybody filters off of pit road, but yeah, a lot of action here on pit road.
Here we go to the green flag. It's your bro Chase leading the field as we are now 13 laps to go in stage number 1. Back, green flag racing.
And yes, this will be a 100-lap race, and we are currently, I think, they just crossed the line probably on lap 18 is from what I heard. It's either lap 17 or 18, probably 18, starting lap 18 now is what I've heard.
And I feel like this is the perfect point of the race to see what the tone is going to be set for the rest of the way. They're good on fuel to the end of the stage. They've gotten a little bit comfortable out there. They put some adjustments into that race car. Joy, what's your mindset right now as you're out there competing in stage 1?
Well, I'll tell you right now, if I was feeling something, I'd be feeling like that 5 car right there, Flash 9, trying to make a pass on the 14. He's using the bottom's momentum with all that draft behind him, trying to get that side draft as they head down, but It's Your Bro Chase is going to clear them. But Rusty, like you mentioned before, the mindset right now when you're kind of near the end of the stage here, where stage points come into equation, you want to set yourself up for the later part of the race. Track position is key at a track like this. You can already see right now, guys in the back are having a hard time getting up to the front. I haven't really seen a big mover throughout the field yet, at least, you know, in plain sight. So it's just all about track position, setting yourself up, being easy and not overdriving it. As Flash 9 once again trying to get to that inside of the 14. He's not able to do it yet.
Yeah, Flash 9 has been right there the entire race, just flashing that nose out to the side. But It's Your Bro Chase has not been intimidated or made any mistakes so far. But it'll be interesting to see what happens here if the 5 can get a pretty big run as he kind of peeks out, but he's just right in his shadow, right behind that 14 perfectly. They're getting a good run off of turn 2. Seems like we have a pretty good battle for about 3rd place here. You see the Levine family drivers kind of teaming up together on the inside. We got Slade once again working the outside, so good battles all over the racetrack.
Riding on board here as they head into turn number 3. Sort of taking a look near the back of the field. Mo Power Celtics in the 22 machine. This is a big old pack right here of some hungry drivers right here. If I could give any advice to these guys right now, get single file. Work together and get up to that lead pack. You can see Aquatati in the 8, the 43 and the 18 back here. They're just trying to maybe take care of their stuff. Maybe their cars are just not working that well. But if I were these guys, I'd get single file and work my way to the front.
Yeah, one of the last things you want to do at Auto Club is get taken out or get a single car spin, because they're not going to throw a yellow for that. And if you spin out, you're probably going to lose a lap in a handful of laps. I do love the racing, but yeah, you got to kind of play that balance of are we out here having fun, or we got to stay in contention for this race, because we still have a long way to go.
And here's Mike Bross once again. Rusty, you and I know Mike Bross very well, a 2-time vet of the Pro League for Richard Petty Motorsports. Guys has lots of energy, and he's hungry to go out there and win. And, you know, he's definitely someone we got to look at as a favorite, maybe an early favorite to be a championship contender as the season goes on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think Mike Bross across every single type of track in the season, the game, everything, anywhere you feel like he can be up there competing in top 5. So he's super consistent, and in my opinion, he was one of the drivers that came on strong really late. In our special events, and in the season 2, a little bit of a leg spike there from the 44 I'm noticing on my end. But Mike Bross has definitely been one of those drivers climbing up in the power rankings across the PlayStation 5 drivers.
We're going to keep our eyes here on this 3-car battle near the end of the stage. Who is going to win the first stage of the 2022 season for the Pocono Raceway Cup Series here? at the season opener of Auto Club. It's been a great show so far, guys. Once again, if you are just coming in here, my name is Joey Stone. I have Rusty Walrus, Pro League commentator, and one heck of a gamer by my side as well. We have our in-race reporters as well, Rowdy Time and Shady Acres, who will be giving us info throughout the race. It's good to have you here for the Pocono Raceway Cup Series season opener. Once again, a little lag spike there on the spectator mode. Don't fret, it's okay. We're all good here. I believe we are now 4 laps to go in stage 1.
And the 6 cars dropped all the way to the back, guys. Major lag reports out of him. Literally put it in the grass to drop to the rear of the field. So 6 out of this stage, and maybe hopefully he can get his stuff together by the next stage.
Yeah, and like we said before from your earlier report, that the 4 car did get his leg back under control and has resumed kind of speed. So 6 is not out of it yet. I want to point out one more time, we are awarding stage points in today's race, and whoever wins the stage will receive 1 playoff point. So there is some stuff on the line here today for each stage.
As I head through turns number 1 and 2, once again, the 3-car pack still remains the same here. I believe right now it is 3 laps to go, I imagine, for the stage. It might be 3 or 2. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Flash 9 looking to make a run for the stage win. He is staying right behind that 14's bumper, plotting a move. Where is he going to go with the momentum? Only time will tell.
Coming to 2 to go this time, guys. 2 to go this time.
There he goes, looking on the inside. And he's not there. He's still trying to make it work. Ichiro Chase is playing A-tier defense at the moment as they head into turn number 1.
I'm interested to see what the 17 is going to do here. He's been riding in P3 all race, but now that they're starting to mix it up.
He's going to go to the outside. Flash 9 on the bottom of Ichiro Chase. Is he there? Nothing yet. The 17 with a huge run. Move the 17 up to P number 2 as they're coming to the white flag here for stage number 1. Ichiro Chase, I think he messed up. Looked like he hit the apron. Here comes Flash 9. Nearly 3 wide as they head to the white flag here for stage number 1 as chaos ensues behind them.
And we're side by side with 1 to go in stage 1. As he said, Joey, 17 is on it. The 14 made his first mistake of the race. The 5 might have got back. It got to the rear end of the 14 here off into turn 1. Let's see what happens off the exit of turn 2.
17 with a huge run on the 5. That's not what the 5 wants to see, but that's what the 14 wants to see. 17, though, with a huge run down the back straightaway as they head into turn number 3 and 4. The 17 might try to dive it in here. Looks like he's going to mess up. And the 14 of Ichiro Chase out of turn number 4 with some A+ tier defense is going to come across the line and win stage number 1 of the California Dreamin' 200.
Yeah, it was a really competitive stage 1 between those top 3 drivers. Really classy driving from them as well. They didn't take each other out as they were battling for that stage win and that playoff point. Also behind them, I mean, the focus has been on the lead, but about 4th on back, there was a really solid pack of cars that were kind of side by side that entire stage. So I believe we do have some contenders or some sleepers that are working their way forward. They got some experience racing side by side, so maybe they'll make some adjustments for future track position. So just thoroughly. I don't know. That was just a vintage Auto Club race to start today's season opener.
Ichiro Chase remains up front with Farb on the outside.
Yeah, talked to Chase. Said that he didn't really have that drive off. Kind of felt like he was driving a dump truck. But I mean, it can't be that bad of a dump truck if he won the stage right there.
Stage number 2 is officially underway, and right off the bat, Ichiro Chase goes ahead, gets to the inside to block any type of momentum. But if I'm the 17 here, if I'm the 5, I mean, you might agree with me here, Rusty. You see what that 14 can do. I would take that clean air away immediately and try to pass him.
Yeah, if you can pounce lap 1 or as soon as you can to get around him or at least put some pressure on it, you definitely got to do it. As we see the 17 turn off in the corner a little bit early, he's going to see him get a little bit tight washing up the track here, so he won't be able to complete the pass. But we're starting to see Slade work his way forward. He's on the bottom here underneath the 95. Let's see if he can make it work for him to see if that's where his car works better for him. We did see him work in the high side earlier, so just interested to see what the 21 has for the top 5 here right now.
3 wide as they head into turn number 1. Mike Bross, Slade Gravitt, low contact between the 95. They're going to move up. It's now 4 wide as they head out of turn number 2. Are they going to keep it safe? Oh my goodness. How did they not wreck that? Great driving and great maneuvering by the field. Slade is going to lose tons of track position though because of it.
Yeah, Slade is
21 is
fading.
not happy at all. He came over to radio and said, "I can't believe this, guys." He is not a happy camper right now after being put in that situation. So 21 showing some discomfort with his drivers right now.
I gotta believe that's in reference to the 44, if I'm not mistaken, Joey.
Mike Bross, we talked about earlier, they're friends off the track, but they are competitors on the track. Mike is a very aggressive driver. He saw an opportunity to go and make a move right there, but as you can see, if you look way in front of you on your screen here, Mike Bross is now sitting in P5, so, I mean, the move worked. I mean, especially for a track like we've seen so far, Rusty, where passing is very, very challenging, you got to take what you can on these restarts.
Yeah, we mentioned it with the 17 and the 5 to see if they would do that to It's Your Bro Chase for the lead, but the action ended up coming about from 4th or 5th on back, and they just sent it off in there as soon as they had that opportunity. So, Joey, for the people in the chat and viewing at home, is there any damage is damage on for these drivers here today, or is it just, or it's just we can beat and bang with the damage off?
We do have damage on. They can fix it on pit road, so damage is indeed on for these cars.
Okay. So Slade maybe got a little bit of contact there. It looks like at the exit of 2. How does that impact the car at Auto Club? Does it make it the car a little bit tighter on the exit, tighter on entry? What are you feeling right now if you're the driver of the 21?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that. So back in season 2 in the Pro League at this race, we were actually leading the race. And when we came down pit road, we had some contact from, I believe it was either Cody Giles or Maxwell Castro behind me, gave me some contact and gave me rear damage. Now, Slade may not have rear damage, but just to kind of give you a little bit of a tidbit of info of what that damage is going to do, it affects your car tremendously on the long run. You're not going to feel it at the beginning, but when you get any type of aero damage at a track like this that is single lane, as you see some contact there, holy smokes, I thought that was going to be a 3-car wreck. He holds on to it, maybe a little damage on the side for Aquatati here in the number 8 machine, but aero damage can definitely play a role here. The 8 blocks off the 21, pushes him down. That 21 car cannot be happy whatsoever right now. Slade Gravett in lots of trouble, but if I could even get around to the damage part of what I was talking about here, aero damage can play a huge role. It can affect your car's handling off the corner, into the corner. What this damage mostly will do, it will affect off-corner speed, which is a huge part as to where you can run at a track like this. Mike Bross, loose on the back straightaway. What a save by the 44 machine of Mike Bross. That is Pro League skill right there.
I missed it. I was cycling through the field. Did he just get loose at the exit of 2 there? As he makes contact with the 22 off into turn 3. Joey, what happened with the 44?
Looked like off the corner, Mike Bross got really loose right there. He had to counter steer that thing to keep it straight, and he does so. A little track position loss, but Mike Bross does live to fight another day. Lots of strategies going on right now. On board with Flash 9 and P number 2. He has ran about second, third all race long. Curious to see what the leaders are going to do here. Are they going to try to stretch it? Are they going to try to maybe a splash of fuel, go for that stage point right here as they're actually coming up to lap traffic here. 17 going down. Looks like the 17 will be pitting this time.
Yeah, I'm thinking
they're
they're
our first DNF, guys. The 25 will not finish this race, so Koala is out for the rest of this race. So tough break there for the 25 camp.
Tough break for the 25 machine of Koala. Tough way to start your season right there, especially for that ally machine. 17 is now down pit road for his scheduled pit stop. That puts the 5 up front and the 95 in P number 2.
Yeah, and the 17 is all by himself here. That was the leader of the race, like we talked about. You don't really want to be by yourself out here, but I'm going to keep an eye on the pit stop here to see if they're just going to take a little bit of splash of gas or if they're going to do any tires, because this could impact how the next stage restarts.
14 is coming in this time, guys, so Chase will be making his pit stop this time around.
14 coming in. Too. Flash 9 looks like he messed up right there on his turn 3. Looked like he hit the apron some sort. They're all coming down pit right here. The 51, the 14, and the 5. Contact! Chase just got slammed in the back by Clashing right there. I think they avoided contact right there. That was a really close call right there.
As I was saying, I was keeping an eye on the 17. It's about an 8 or 9 second pit stop, so maybe got a little bit of gas, maybe some right sides, but definitely in and out as fast as they can in that 17 to get to the end of the stage.
We're gonna follow with.
Laps to go, guys.
We're gonna follow with the 17 right here and see where he comes out of pit road to see who will be the leader at the conclusion of these green flag pit stops. And unfortunately, we don't have a live ticker. We cannot see who the leader is, what different strategies are going on. Here comes the 17 out of turn number 4 down the long straightaway here at Auto Club Speedway. The cars look like they are coming out of pit road. Let's see where the 17 ends up.
95 at JWoww coming down pit road this time, guys.
Here comes the 14 and the 8 off of pit road. The 17 will pass the 14. Here comes the 3 of that I believe is JCR. I do not see the number 5 though. Did the 5 get a penalty on pit road possibly?
We'll have to get the report on that. I'm cycling through the field right now to find the 5 car.
I found the 5. He is now down turn number 4, way ahead of the 17. So we definitely had a different strategy there. Flash 9 looks to be he will be the leader once the cycle of pit stops concludes.
14 has rear end damage from that accident on pit road, guys.
Oh,
So couldn't avoid it fully, but yeah, from what I've heard, is the 14 does have rear end damage.
Rusty, we talked about damage at a track like this that is so single lane dependent. I mentioned earlier about my personal experience with it and everything. That's got to be a tough break for Richie Bro Chase, who has had such a dominating car.
And he's going to have to take that time on pit road at the end of the stage here to get that fixed up. So that's going to lose him a lot of valuable track position as we head into the final stage. So they started off fantastic with the 14, but it's starting to go a little bit south here towards the end of stage 2.
Guys, I'm getting multiple reports. The 14 is lagging. It's showing lag spikes.
The news is just getting worse for all 14 fans out there. Hopefully that doesn't result into a DNF for the 14, who arguably had the best car here, has led the most laps so far. He's definitely going to need a little refresh on the internet and hopefully the final stage caution here in just a moment.
Yeah, and that is going to definitely be one of our championship level contenders. So it definitely needs to stay on the racetrack. And see, the 51 gets into the wall there. I don't know if Mike Bross made contact, but the 51 of JCR Clash in 04 is getting back in line here.
You can actually see the damage on the 51 there on the left front where he made contact right there. Not sure how much damage the 51 may have gotten from that, but looks as though he's ahead of the 14, I imagine. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. The 14 is ahead of the 51. So Clashin definitely got some damage from that.
Yeah, the right side on my screen is completely pancaked.
Oh, I see it now too.
Destroyed. Yeah, a lot of damage
smokes
on the 51. So I'll be curious to see if that was contact or just getting loose on the exit of the corner there.
So some interesting strategy. The 95 is actually currently leading, guys. Him and Slade went on the same strategy, put a little bit later, took only half a can of fuel and no tires. So strategy paying off for Slade and the 95. Slade went from, I think, 13th to 6th off that strategy, and the 95 ended up with the lead because of it. So I don't know what your guys' opinion on that, taking no tires, only half a can of fuel, but seems like it's going to pay off for these guys.
I personally feel like with a strategy like that, you're just going for the stage point, right? Maybe JCR is thinking to himself, I may not have the car to win this race, but maybe I can get a stage point right here. So if we are correct, JWoww is currently leading the stage right here. And as you can see, that number 5 machine slowly catching him, but he may not have enough time.
Yeah, how much time do we have? We might actually be at the end of the stage there.
It is the end of the stage. Yes, it is the end of the stage. Your stage 2 winner, the 95 machine of JCR. Green flag is back out for the final stage, and look who is leading. JWoww is back. So looks like he will win the battle at pit road, but we have a little bit of a shakeup, guys. Look who's in 3rd place. You got another JCR machine, Slade Graven in P5. Lots of mixing up here. We got Ichiro Chase back there in like P10 right now, so this is definitely going to be a huge challenge.
I don't know where to put my camera, Joey. I'm watching action all over the racetrack. This is good stuff. I love the research here at Auto Club doing all the multi-groove racing, but we have some new names and faces up front.
As the 95 leads out of turn number 4, 2 by 2 as they go down the long front straightaway here. Look at the 17 trying to make some moves to get back out front. Flash 9 looks to be in the best position, though. He arguably, out of everyone up front, has the best car at the moment. He's going to try to attack the 95 here, get to his quarter panel. Not enough right there as the 95 drives it off into the sunset out of turn number 2.
And I was keeping an eye on that 17, the previous leader of the race. Tried to send it off below the 3 into turn 1, but the 3 shut the door, and you can see how they kind of lose the momentum down the backstretch as Slade is getting a nice toe in the draft, but just maybe just touched the 95 in front of him. But the 17 gets a little bit of a kiss. Let's see if he's able to get a good run off the corner here.
There is battles all over the place right now. It's now or never for these guys. You've got to get your track position whenever you can. Look at Aquatati slowly moving his way up to the front. He is now about on the possible brinks of cracking the top 5 here. What a comeback for that number 8 machine after being involved in the first caution. His teammate is well up there in P3 as the little contact. Chase is in the wall. It's your bro Chase in the wall. That's gonna put him back a few spots right there. He goes to the bottom to play defense. Oh, more contact. Oh my goodness, these guys are ramming into each other. That cannot be good.
Guys, we have reports the 43 is retired for the night. The 43.
Oh. Tough break for the 43 machine. And the 43 machine will be out of the race. That is Kill It Like Jason. We were talking about him earlier, having a good race, staying up there near the front, being consistent. His race is now officially over.
Yeah, you never want to start off your season like that. I'm curious to hear what the report is on why he parked it for the day, but just hopefully you had fun out there making some laps, getting some experience out there. But yeah, race 1, season 1, you never want to park it early, and he joins, I believe, the 25 car is the only 2 cars that have parked it and DNF'd in the season opener.
Looks like we have a battle for the lead. Here comes the 5 machine of Flash 9 as we're going over to his camera. Looked like he went to the inside looking for an opportunity. It wasn't there yet. 95 is playing incredible defense, arcing that corner, getting the run through the middle off. That is what you need to do to win a race like Auto Club here. But rest assured, this race is far from over.
Yeah, these guys are battling up front. We thought they might go single file and kind of work together and just kind of click laps and get to their get to the final pit stop of the race. I'm watching this racing side by side. This is good stuff.
They're putting on a great show right now. Like we said, guys, it is go time. Track position is huge here at a track like Auto Club. We got inside racing, outside, Flash 9, now on the inside with a huge push by the 17 as they head into turn number 1. Does he have enough for the position? Side by side through turns 1 and 2. He's going to try to go up, put some pressure. The 17 looking to maybe make it 3 wide as they head out turn number 2.
Yeah, 17 was definitely thinking about peeking and putting underneath him 3 wide, but a lot of momentum on the outside line here as they're pushing strong on the eye side.
The 95 holds on to the lead, but the battles are far from over. Look at the number 3 machine, making it a challenge there for P number 2. That is McLovin in the 3 machine, 3 wide behind them.
Yeah, keep an eye on that 8 car here. Earlier in the race, the 8 car slid up and took advantage of Slade, and the 44 is taking a peek underneath the 21, so a lot of momentum here on the bottom line. Let's see how they make it through 1 and 2. Oh, Slade sends it off in there. He's keeping his track position there. He's going to get a pretty good run off. Going to get a little bit of traffic. See if he keeps it off the wall. Oh, Joe, just a little bit of a kiss from the 95 in front of him on the outside wall.
This is incredible. This is a great race so far. I mean, they're really picking it up right now. Look at Slade Gravik, y'all. I mean, this man may not be a Pro League champion, but he is a multi-time winner in the Pro League. #1 pick overall for Wood Brothers back in the inaugural draft, and he is surely showing that he still has what it takes to win at the top level.
Yes, sir. This is as good as it gets right now here, Joey. These guys are racing the like it's 5 to go. They're just out here, showing a lot of respect, I gotta say, giving some room to the guys on the bottom and on the outside. I'm like, I don't even know where to look. I'm like, I'm having fun right now, man.
We see some chaos back here. They're 4 wide for P number 3. Look at the 8 car trouble for Aquatati. Big wreck in the back. The 44, the 5, and multiple cars involved. That is going to bring out the caution. Huge calamity as they head through the front straightaway. Oh my goodness gracious.
Caution will be out next time, guys. They are racing back to the line, so the battle is not over yet.
Yeah, the big one breaks out. They still got to keep
oh
their
my
foot
goodness,
back
Rusty, tough break. The number 5 of Flash 9 involved in the accident. He just lost all that track position that he had coming to the checkered flag. Checkered flag. Sorry, coming back to the caution flag. we're not there yet. Looks like leading us at the caution is going to be the 95 McLovin in second, and look who is now back up to P number 3, pole sitter. It's your bro Chase. coming to the green flag. Green flag is back out, and Slade got a terrible restart. It's your bro Chase moving up to the second spot, and that is bad news for the 95.
Oh, Slade pulls in line at the perfect time to prevent losing more positions on the racetrack. But yeah, the 51 maybe cut him a little bit of slack there with JCR clashing there in that 51. But as we're seeing the 3 already get to work here, maybe taking a look to maybe play some defense or a pass off into turn 3.
Heading into turn number 3, the 95 of JWoww leading It's Your Bro Chase with McLovin there in P3. But don't forget about that number 17 machine. We saw him lead laps early on, and he is still sitting up there, as we just saw right there, Flash 9 all the way back. That is such a terrible break for the number 5 machine.
21 is actually blaming you guys in the booth for that restart. Said he wasn't focused, so some blame going towards the booth there.
He can't make up excuses for that. Come on, man. We've been on live TV before. He should know. He should know what it's all about.
Cycling through the field here to see how the pack got stretched out. Everybody appears to be running a single file here for the most part. Kind of taking care of each other right after that big mix up there up front. But DK, I'm right on board with DK Brown. You get a little bit of side-by-side contact there with the 1 car. That's definitely not something you want. He's losing a couple spots here. Mike Bross looking on the inside of here, exit of 4. DK's trying to get a little bit of that side draft, press these guys down low, but he's fading. I hate to say it, as soon as I put the camera on him, he ended up getting a big body slam from one of the drivers.
The commentator's curse is definitely real. I never believed it until just now. We made Slade mess up a restart. Now Rusty jinxed the 32. If you're watching this replay back once it goes upload on YouTube later on and you hear your name, we apologize in advance. We're just doing our job.
Yeah, I don't know which driver I want to put the camera on next year. Let's see here. There's so many, I hate to say it, there's so many JCR drivers out there. I don't want to jinx those guys, but the battle up front is still really, really good. I'm just impressed by It's Your Bro Chase. He's one of those guys that actually did pancake the right side of his car early on. He got that fixed up, and he probably made some adjustments to drive his way back to the front. He was complaining about how, I believe he phrased it as he was driving a dump truck out there, but he must have some good turn in there, good setup under there right now as he's controlling and commanding the lead late in the race like he was early on in stage 1.
17 laps to go in the final stage as the field is following It's Your Bro Chase here at Auto Club. Rusty, we know these guys are probably going to have to pit one more time. They can't make it to the end. So if you are in the field right now, what are we thinking here? Do we got to think of a way to beat this 14? Do we follow the 14? What would you be doing right now if you were a driver in the field?
Based off my limited experience and ability to make a lot of mistakes out there, I would try to be communicating with everybody out there to see what they're thinking or what their plan is. Oh, we see some contact in the 51 and 3.
Mike Bross
Those
on
are
the wall.
teammates. Mike Bross.
Mike Bross wrecking.
Oh,
big crash. Galaxy King, Cyberon in the wall hard. The 4's around. The 16's around.
Caution is out. They're racing
And
back to the
that
line.
changes everything. Running back to the line. We have a battle for the lead here. The 95 and 14 side by side. They touch across the line. And it looks like possibly the 14 remains the leader. Woo.
I don't know how we're going to be able to review that one, but they were dead even there at the line. Impressive run to the finish there as another big one breaks out around Mike Bross.
So once we hit the 5 laps to go mark, there will be no more cautions.
Well, that is definitely something we need to remember. When we hit 5 laps, no cautions at 5 laps to go. Surprising develop. Oh, okay. Well, actually, they can't pick anything. So the 95 team will be first and second here on the restart. Here they come to the green flag. We are back racing.
JCR JY, I believe, was trying to play a little game through the restart zone there, but the 14 It's Your Bro Chase was right there, and he's right on his back bumper off into turn 1, pressuring the leader of the race.
It is now go time as they head through turns 1 and 2. The 95 machine leading with It's Your Bro Chase around this bumper. He's trying to look to the outside. Here comes the 14 on the outside with a huge push on the outside line.
That is a huge run from the 14. Oh, as he gets a little bit of contact off into turn 3. Oh, It's Your Bro Chase hanging on strong on the high side.
Side by side out of turn number 4. The laps are winding down. It's now or never. Here comes a big push by the 3 to the 95. Give the advantage to the 95 that lap as they head into turn number 1, still side by side.
Oh, it's your bro Chase flirting with that outside wall. Maybe got a little bit of a kiss, but you can see him lagging back and forth a little bit. I don't think, no! If it gets a little bit bigger, the officials might have to step in. Race control might have to send him to the back, and you'd hate to see that if you're out there contending side by side for the win.
If you're the field, do you want to help the 14 here on the outside, or do you want to run the bottom? Decisions must be made as the 3 gets a little tight right there. That is not what the 95 needs. He loses momentum, but here comes a big push. The McLovin team pushing down the front straight on the inside, assisting the 95.
Yeah. I'm taking a look at DB DeBest on the outside. I don't think he has a choice but to run the outside and try to run behind the 14, but one little leg spike is going to definitely take out DB DeBest in that 95. As we see, they're still side by side for the lead here, Joey. A lot of aggressive racing and defending there on the inside as well.
Big run by the 14 down the back straight, but here comes the 95 on the inside. 14 holding his lane. 95 barely touches the white line, but he's got the 3 helping him, bump drafting him. He's peeking the 3 wide. He's going to stick with the 95. There goes the 3. Oh, contact with the 14 and the 95.
I don't know how the 95 cleared McLovin's nose there. That could have been a huge one. As you can see, they're still hanging on strong on the outside. Can It's Your Bro Chase clear him and exit turn 2 as your new leader?
He's going to clear him out of turn number 2. The 95 settles back in with his teammate. Maybe no. Big run on the 95 on the outside. It is far from over, but they must put pressure on the 14. That 14 has been the best car in clean air.
Yeah, the 14 has been in command pretty much all race out front. See if he's able to hang on to it. Oh, as we're seeing a little bit of contact with the 51 to the 3 JCR teammates. They're trying as hard as they can to get some good momentum down the front stretch.
We are on the edge of our seat. I'm sure all of you guys as well. The laps are winding down. Look at that move by the 95. He was trying to peek on the inside of the 14. Not enough room there to make a run, but look on the outside. The solo army, Slade Graven on the outside. Contact on the wall. Big crash. They're wrecking on the inside.
One car definitely
Caution is
went around
out.
the back there.
Caution is out.
Go
Race it back
fast.
to the line.
Jason involved, and the 6 as well. They race back to the line. And it won't be a contest right here as the 14 machine will lead the field back to the caution.
3 wide in the back there with the 5-car Flash 9 and the 22. Even though they're still racing up front, they're still fighting for every inch there in the back.
Well, Rusty, what on earth do you do here?
I'm taking 4 every single time. I don't care if there's 1 lap to go, 5 laps to go. I'm taking 4 fresh tires right here, and we're going to the end here.
The 95 has chosen the outside line as the leader. The 6 is second. Chase now back in third. That could alter his race. Coming to the green flag with 4 laps to go. The field bunches up. Little contact. They're ready to go. We are back green here at Auto Club. 4 laps to go.
Yeah, they were stacked nose to tail from front to back to the first or the last one. And this is going to be fun stuff here, Joey, as they send it off into turn 1.
The 6 and 95 side by side give the advantage to the 6 with those fresh Goodyear tires. Move Chase now up to second. 2 by 2 as they head down the back straightaway. It's gonna get dicey here. 3 wide. Here they go. 3 wide into turn number 3. Chase sends it in. Contact with the 6, and It's Your Bro Chase says, "See ya." To the lead as they come to 3 laps to go. The 3's in the grass. Big wreck. 32's around. Multiple cars involved. And I believe
we're going to keep it green due to the amount of laps to go. So we're going to stay green here as they're racing to the finish.
6 was flipping down the front straightaway. My lord.
Oh man, yeah, 6 went from leading this thing to, yeah. Oh man, I had a feeling we were gonna start to see some big contact out there, but It's Your Bro Chase is still leading this thing. He has a pretty good lap on second place right now.
it's not over yet though. Lots of cars back there. They're charging for a run. 2 laps to go at Auto Club. Can Chase hold on to win the race?
Man, and he's gonna the drivers behind him, I think, are gonna need to work together here, getting single file to like get the draft going. Just see we're 3 wide for P4 right here.
Goodness gracious. These guys are not letting off one bit. They're trying everything they can. Chase is loving what's happening in that rear view mirror coming out of turn number 4 to take the white flag as they are side by side. White flag is out here at Auto Club.
Impressive, strong run on the outside here for the 95. I thought they were going to give some help to Slade on the bottom, but it looks like Slade's going to need a lot more help as he's just going to barely move the 95 up the track. But It's Your Bro Chase is checking out and saying goodbye.
Down the back straightaway for the final time. It has been an up and down race for the pole sitter of It's Your Bro Chase as they head into turn number 3. The young man taking right up where he was from the summer showdown last year. Out of turn number 4, riding the wall like Kyle Larson out of 4, down the long straightaway. It's Your Bro Chase is gonna win the California Dreaming 200.
Right behind him, we are 4 wide coming to the finish. So what a finish there.
Incredible driving by the 14 machine. Dominating car from the start, led lots of laps. Had to face adversity, drove from the back with damage on pit road, and took that 14 machine to the front for the checkered flag to win race number 1 of the season. Congratulations to the 14 machine and It's Your Bro Chase for quite a win and quite a race here, Rusty. What a start to the season here for the Pocono Raceway Cup Series.
Yeah, what an unbelievable way to kick off the season. I mean, you can't pick a better track than Auto Club. We knew it was going to be electric. We knew the racing was going to be fantastic. These drivers put on an unbelievable show. Seeing some comments in the chat saying, what an amazing race, awesome race, W race, W race. The people are loving it. Joey, I feel so good to be back. That's all I can say. What an unbelievable first night, first race for the return of this league.
And looking through your finishing results of the race, It's Your Bro Chase taking the win, Favre in 2nd, Go Fast Jason in 3rd, Clashing in 4th, Slade 5th, DB 6th, Mo Power 7th, Big D Destroyer in 8th, 9th is JWoww, and Cyberon in 10th. Moving on to the rest, DK in 11th, Flash 9 12th, Mike RPM 13th, Tatty, In Town KD, Predator in 17th, Brennanator in 18th, McLovin 19th, Kill Like Jason in 20th, and 11th is Koala, rounding out the field at 52 laps down. And with that, our show is coming to an end. From myself, Rusty Wallace, and our entire crew, thank you so much for watching our broadcast of the season opener for the Pocono Raceway Cup Series. Congratulations to Chase Williamson on his win, and we'll see you guys next week at Richmond.